where we left off. What happened? Oh yeah. We in the midst of getting revenge for SAWA-SENSEI. Got you. Is there anything I can do here? No. Okay, hold on. What the hell is going on? Okay. Whatever. Let's just get back into it. Oh yeah, I think this was like a random ass save spot. And I can come in here and get food. So I did heal up. Die Hard lets me not be... if you die, you'll be resurrected with full health one time. I have only 2 of those. Oh, Lord. Let's see. I guess I'll put that back. It's not like I can do anything else. $29,000. Tiger is the one that's just mostly just straight hands, but like mostly brute strength, but it ain't got no dodging or blocking capabilities, so it's not too much for me. Requires skill books, Beast Slayer, Raptorial Spirit. Both of these sound crazy. See, a lot of these are like only effective at low health, and I don't got time for that. And I guess a lot of these are based off of like replay value, cause I didn't even need any of those during the first this playthrough. Wait, did she give me? she only gives me cooked stuff. She doesn't give me stuff I can hold on to. Arigato. Alright, let's get into it. Y'all got lucky. Nah, start up to everybody gotta die. There was still like 2 persons left, so Sugiura looked like he was doing some work behind me over there. He was. Wow. Back up off. Don't touch me. See, they didn't give me the freaking... What the hell? Suplex.
Really, guys?
Throw me that money.
Yeah, let's go.
Got all the guap.
So, you're Yagami Aniki? Tesso-san told me to let you in.
Yagami Aniki?
Shut your ass up.
Will you be coming inside?
That means Kuwana's back there. Maybe I should prep before going in.
No, but I'll be back.
Understood.
So what I'm gonna do is...
Wait.
Who the fuck? Yo, leave me alone. Don't hit me, guys. Wow. You thought I was done? No! Try to grab me? What's wrong with you?
And stay down. Huh?
Oh, it's just Smoke Central in this little ass alley. What I'm trying to do is, before I go here, Welcome Pharmacy, Chicken Del Sol. I need to find the... Iwasu Pond. I gotta just find a place that lets me buy food that I can hold on to. Let's try this one. Yeah, like these places won't let me do that. Nah, chill out. You even tried to hit me with that. boy. Knee of justice.
Really, guys?
Run me them pockets. Only $1,000? That's like $10. Broke ass.
いらっしゃいませ。
What you got? Oh yeah, you got the wait. So you got the good stuff. And it should be wait. Oh dang. I'm just gonna get all of these. I got the money for it anyway. Toughness. Health and stamina. Appreciate you. That's all I needed. Alright, so while I'm at it, item. I only have 2 of these. So let's set this to that. And then go back and use no. Yeah. Ew, mayonnaise. Trash. Anybody who likes mayonnaise gots to be a terrorist. Sugiura, catch up. Hell, you moving too slow. Five people. 10 people. Oh, wow. It was a good kick. Take the ankle of justice. Dynamite. Sweet. Hey, yo. Jeez. Jeez. That wasn't even a super.
What a waste.
He was just standing at the wrong place at the wrong time. Why did y'all turn around? Oh, you got weapons now. I don't like that. Drop them shits. Stop. Lay down. Try it. You only had $1,000. Fool. Back here. Get up. Get out of here.
Really, guys?
Yeah,
Let's go.
weaklings. Alright, fools.
So, you're Yagami Yanaki?
Yeah.
You becoming...
Let's do
Sure.
it.
Let me pass.
This way, please.
Okay.
Bro, hey man.
Welcome back, friends.
Tesso Aniki? Do I have to call you that?
Take a seat. And you too, buddy.
This'll be fun.
And which of your names should we be using for you now? Kawana? Or do you prefer Kitakata-sensei?
Kitakata's a name that's been all but murdered by society. In Ijincho, I'm just a merry old handyman Kawana-san.
You a bitch.
If you ask the cops, you're the murder suspect Kitakata. After killing SAWA-SENSEI, you fled the scene. At least, that's the story the police top brass are passing down through the ranks. Now, why would they say something like that about you?
Cause he a bitch ass nigga.
Calm down, Yagami. How come you never relax?
That's
So
a closure
Kawana
like
hired
that.
you guys from the start, and you pretended to not know each other in front of me? If that's the case, you really went all out for me.
Didn't I tell you? The Liumang accepts anonymous requests, too. Tesso didn't know I was the one who hired him. I suppose there's no point in hiding that now.
That's just how it is. Nothing to get mad over, bro.
You really aren't hiding anything? Did you tell him all you've done?
He's a former high school teacher who's going around killing bullies. Can't be much more to hide than that. Need any more convincing?
Hey yo.
Honestly, I'm at a loss. I worked my ass off to get where you are.
And I'm still trying to untangle the mess you've made of it. You've got my student helpers by the throats. So I'm really backed into a corner here.
You mean the graduates from Kurokawa Academy? Like Mamiya-san?
Very good, Sugiura-kun. So how about it? No reason for us to doubt each other's intentions, right? All the secrets are out in the open now.
You
Fine.
still got Sawa-Sensei killed.
But I'm gonna light up.
I don't care about none
You
of
were
this
just
shit
over
you
at
talking.
Komiju, weren't you? RK was looking for me there. The police even lent them a hand.
Yeah.
Well, now I'm even more confused. I give up. Who in the world could be after me? Who has influence over both RK and the police?
Care to venture a guess?
They'd be the uneducated guesses of a handyman. You got any bright ideas yourself, Master Detective?
I haven't confirmed it for sure yet, but I have a pretty good theory for you.
Oh? Who?
Your mama. You ain't called home in so long. She's missing you. I just heard this from the dub. What I'm looking for are. I don't think it was Red Knife. I think it was the Vice Minister.
Reiko Kusamoto, Vice Minister of the Ministry of Health. She's Mitsuru Kusamoto's mother, your student from 13 years ago.
Wait, what?
There's a chance she's the one trying to silence you. And public security is taking orders directly from her.
Public security?
A detective from Kanagawa PD told me. Public security is pinning you as Sawa-Sensei's murderer. He was also told to back off RK. If public security is protecting RK,
Okay,
it
RK's
would
Red
explain
Knife.
why they have free reign on Ijincho.
So it's not.
Hey, back up. Why does this Kusumoto lady want to silence Kawana in the first place?
Kawana had his former students kidnap Shinya Kawai in Kamurocho 5 years ago. The same guy who pushed her son into jumping off a roof.
Dun dun dun.
Kawai was killed after that. Before you killed Kawai, you approached Reiko Kusamoto about the prospect of revenge, didn't you? Ahara told us that. Before taking revenge on a bully, you'd approach the family about it first. Did you make the same offer to Reiko Kusamoto?
You goofy ass.
What
If you get to go down in cuffs instead of a body bag, that detail may just come out. Before that can happen, Reiko Kusamoto plans to
have me silenced and use public security to do it?
Exactly.
Nigga, that's all the
Except
facts I
public
just
security
told you.
can't just go after you. So they subcontracted RK to do the dirty work. That would explain why public security is trying to cover for RK.
I see. Well, the logic starts off soundly enough.
Something wrong with it?
Unfortunately, yes. Something does stick out.
And what's that?
I did, in fact, approach Kusumoto-san 5 years ago about taking revenge on Shinya Kawai. And just as you said, I used Mamiya-kun and the others to kidnap Kawai.
And?
From that point on, Kusumoto-san knew I was directing Mamiya-kun and the others. She'd seen their faces, knew their identities, everything. So, if Kusumoto-san wanted to go after me, Mamiya-kun and the others would be first on the list. But the fact is, public security hasn't laid a finger on them, even now. Which means, Kusumoto-san isn't the one giving them orders.
So if Reiko Kusumoto was giving orders to public security, she could have gotten to Kawana much quicker.
Sure. That makes some sense.
Hey, so sorry if this is off topic, but what was Kusumoto-san doing when Shinya Kawai was killed 5 years back?
She was standing right there with me. Afterwards, she took 3 days of PTO, and that was a first for her.
Why?
Shinya Kawai died at the hands of Kusumoto-san.
Holy shit.
She drove the knife into his chest personally. She took it slow, making sure he suffered the whole time. Just like Akihiro Ehara, she avenged her son with her own 2 hands. I admire her.
She killed Kawai herself?
Yeah, nah, I see why she wants you dead, fool. If that's true, she had to keep that hidden a long time.
Afterward, she told me she'd never wash the smell of his blood off her hands.
Damn, man.
I was the only one who knew that, by the way. The others have no idea. On that day, 5 years ago, I sent them straight home after they brought me Kawai. And I was the only one with Kusumoto-san when she killed him.
This sounds way too crazy to be real.
Even so, the fact is, Kusumoto-san hasn't betrayed me. Besides, I doubt the Vice Minister is powerful enough to order public security around.
Then who is giving them their orders?
Well, I'd say your theory's on the right track. I'm sure public security contracted RK. It lines up with what's happened so far. I imagine they're so persistent because they know I can be used against Kusumoto-san.
Either way, whoever's pulling the strings is someone who'll benefit from your capture. So if it isn't Reiko Kusumoto, maybe it's one of her enemies?
An enemy?
Yeah, like someone within the Ministry of Health. Or maybe even some kind of political rival. Nothing would be more valuable to them than dirt on Kusumoto, right? They're probably trying to take her down. Or they could threaten and manipulate her as they see fit. Is that why public security has been taking action? If they wanted to take her down, they could have had the police investigate her fair and square.
True. I'm using my brain, Sherlock right here. Whoever's behind RK and public security must be the enemy of Reiko Kusumoto. That seems to be the most logical train of thought.
Right. Kusumoto-san can walk away from the Ministry of Health anytime she wants. Plus, she has the public's support, especially with the younger crowds. All just more reasons for her to have enemies.
I read some article about how even the Prime Minister has a hard time with her. Like, she'll get up in his face every time he signs an order. Dumbass loses so many arguments, he practically works for her now.
So
Facts.
the Prime Minister's trying to find some dirt on Reiko Kusumoto?
He's just an example. Weren't you listening when we said Kusumoto-san has lots of enemies in her position?
Hey, don't be a dick.
So whoever's behind this may have been
Don't be a
looking for a
dick.
weakness in Kusumoto-san for a while. They must have got their start after realizing Ehara's case was really about getting revenge on a bully. That puts Ehara and Reiko Kusumoto in the same boat, being that their only sons were bullying victims. And if they discovered that Kawai also vanished 5 years ago.
Regardless, that wouldn't account for the rest of the incidents where a bully ended up dead. You'd know. You're the one going up and down the whole country killing them off, aren't you? Kawai makes number 7.
7? Damn, man.
It wouldn't take much to connect the dots. It'd lead straight to her. Reiko Kusamoto. Then they'd know that she was among the victims who got her revenge.
Yeah. And then, to Ahara's case. The link between him and Kusamoto is clear as day now if you know what you're looking for. That link is SAWA-SENSEI. It took me a while, but I connected the two cases together myself. It was RK. She never should have even been on their radar. In fact, they traced your name from her. SAWA-SENSEI knew. She suspected you were involved with the Mikoshiba murder in one way or another, right? You don't care. You see your killing spree on these former bullies like you're doing the country a service. In your eyes, this is vengeance. Actually, no. You'd call it justice, wouldn't you?
Jump,
Except-
little nigga. I'm telling you.
SAWA-SENSEI wouldn't have died if it was.
That was never my intent. She shouldn't have died.
No. You don't get to just brush her off like that. Like an afterthought. You had to have known you'd go down for this eventually. And you're fine if all your old students like Yui Mamiya go down with you. By then, why would you look back at your trail of blood? Why would you clean up all your carnage? It's not your problem, right? You move forward with one purpose. Send as many bullies to hell as you can. Beyond that, you don't give a shit what happens. SAWA-SENSEI died
gonna
in
cry?
tears. You didn't see what I saw. The fear she must have felt was still frozen on her face. You, Ahara, Reiko Kusamoto, you're all murderers. And so far, all of you have gotten away with it. So why did Yoko Sawa end up having to pay the price? Tell me, will you even be able to look her in the eye when you die?
I doubt it. That's gonna follow me well into the afterlife. So what now, then? March to the cops and turn myself in?
You should. If you don't do exactly that, no one will know why she had to die. And that'll be the end of her story. Everyone will keep on dancing around her death, even though she was completely innocent. Just like the cops are doing.
Afraid I can't do that. If I turn myself in now, there's only one thing that happens. Public security takes me out. And worse, Reiko Kusamoto would be compromised. And that, I will never allow to happen. Of all the people involved in this, she deserves to walk free. Her revenge was justified.
You think so?
All she did was scrape off the scum of the earth that pushed her only son into an attempted suicide. She didn't sit around crying about a legal miscarriage. She took justice into her own hands. No one has any right to indict her for that. So don't go there. Nobody lays a finger on her.
Hey, skinny ginger kid. Looks like this is gonna turn into a little more than a chat.
Good thinking.
So is your plan to kill me too? Anyone who interferes with your justice? We all get
I've
added
been
to your
wanting
body
this
count,
for
don't
a
we?
minute.
The punishment fits the crime. You're just blind. If you can't see that, then you can go to hell!
You gonna take another loss? I beat you already, son.
Stay out of my way!
That shit was sweet.
Let's go!
Ooh, oh, you came in with the smoke. Nah, how about Nah, chill out. What? I weaved out of that. Get out of here. Take the name of justice. I can't see anything. What the f was that, bruh? Thank you, Justice. Goofy. Take a seat. Ah!
Come get some. Bring it up.
I don't care about that power up, boy. Sit down. Whoa, whoa. Stupid. Sit down. Weave. Stop playing with me. Oh, you thought. Counter! I'm ready. I like it. Time to turn up. Back up. You got me in a corner. Ah, you got me in a corner.
Come get some.
Trash. That can't be considered like fighting there. It's domestic. Take that. Yeah. Okay.
How long has this been going now?
I lost track.
Call it?
Nah. They're gonna tire out eventually. Beating the shit out of each other is the way some people communicate.
Come on, you could have easily.
I can see that.
You got headbutting me? What are you, 5? Soccer punt that nigga. Oh my god.
There we go. Now let's stop him.
Yeah, it's about that time.
Haven't you had enough yet?
What?
You think it's time to give it a rest?
Hell no. Stay out of our way.
You're not looking so hot.
You got lucky I stopped when I did, you know. I had a move lined up with your name on it.
You're the one who got lucky as far as I'm concerned. I was about to kick your ass.
What a fucking mess, guys.
You're still laying on the ground. Like, come on, yo. I'm getting tired of all these fights that end with nobody, like, really getting laid the fuck out.
Hey, both of you, eat. Your food's getting cold.
One of our higher-ups cooked this himself. Look good if there's any left.
Not a problem. This stuff's great.
Delicious. Man, this is the good stuff.
So that means Reiko Kusamoto could be being targeted by public security.
Right. It's possible part of the police wants to catch me as leverage against Kusamoto-san on public security orders. But that's only if public security really
You're not
is
paying
behind
attention. I'd have
this.
slumped his ass
You're
right
the one
now.
who said you got that info from a cop.
Well, someone up top's been putting pressure on the investigation. That much is clear. But no matter how you slice it, the fact that you're enemy number one while RK roams free is absurd. Unfortunately, all I got out of that cop was that public security itself is who we're up against.
Public security is Japan's top intelligence agency. If they're after you, there's no escape.
I'd
Agreed.
have slumped his goofy.
And I guess now's a good time to make a suggestion.
Huh?
Hmm? Tell me, who benefits the most from you two fighting? Huh? That'd be public security. The more you drag each other down, the easier they'll be able to get the jump on you. By the time you notice, it's too late. They've got you. That's exactly what they'd want, right? But what if you two work together? You watch each other's backs and act before RK and public security do.
Nah,
You might even be able to find out who's pulling the strings.
I ain't even got that in me, big dog.
Yeah. For two enemies to join forces, there
Skip
needs to be an
ahead.
even greater threat to fight.
Sure.
Fine, but this is only temporary. Once we finish with public security, I'm gonna make sure you answer for what you've done.
Okay, then where do we start? Should we just storm public security at this point?
No. First, we need to confirm public security is really the enemy we're after.
Right. We'll make our move after that.
We have the element of surprise. They have no idea we're working together.
Then we'll use it to our advantage and outsmart them.
Aw, look at the boys playing nice.
If public security's trying to find some leverage
Tesla, you
against
still a hoe.
Kusumoto-san, they'll likely be listening in on her. They're the experts in wiretapping and espionage, after all. We just need a quick confirmation.
How?
We'll just give her a call.
Right here?
Yes. That way, her enemy will trace the call and pinpoint our location. And public security is the only one in Japan who can pull that off, so we'll know right away if it's them.
Good thinking.
Yeah. Wait, hold up! You saying if you call up Reiko Kusumoto, then the bad guys will start pouring in? Can we maybe not do that here?
Actually, that might just work in our favor.
Huh? Bro, why are you talking crazy?
Yagami-san, you sure about getting on bro terms without Kaito-san? Wouldn't that bum him out?
Whoa. This is amazing. What is this?
Good shit, huh? You've got good taste, bro. I knew you of all people would notice the difference.
Kuwana, when was the last time you spoke to
Kaito's
Reiko
on a hoe
Kusumoto?
anyway.
5 years ago, on the night she killed Kawai. We arranged it, so we'd never contact each other after that.
So you have her number then?
If it hasn't changed.
What is it then? I have an idea.
What?
We're gonna set a trap to find out if we really are up against public security. If they trace the call and they send people for us, then we know for sure it's them. That's why we're gonna call Reiko Kusumoto using a location that doesn't exist at all.
How does that work?
We'll use 2 phones that can't be traced back to us, and we'll relay your voice. Obviously, you won't be wherever we do this from. Best to do this someplace with no one around. Once we see who they send in, mission accomplished.
Wait, what's happening?
Don't worry, I got it. You'll catch up, Sugiura-kun.
First, we need to know our enemy. I'll have Tsukumo prep us some burner phones.
Which means a truce for the time being?
Only while you're here. Gotta keep things civil for my brother.
Man, Zhao-san's cooking makes even the suckiest situations not suck.
Cheers to that!
Not gonna hold you. Tesla ain't all that. Without his fucking
Hey, so
handlings.
Tsukumo-kun's already got the phones ready. They're
But
burners
he's
that
still
can't be
better
traced
than
back to
fucking
us.
Kaito.
2 of them, right?
Just like you asked for.
Nicely done, Yokohama 99. You work quick.
Okay, time to go see Tsukumo. There's nobody on this street right here, right? Somebody behind me. It's right around the corner. What does it say? If she won't let you rob her ex, she still love that nigga. Do you, bro? Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Boom, 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 boom. Wait, are they still moving? Okay, they're not moving. I was about to say that's cheating. I don't know why they're being taxi right here. Oh god. Good thing I was looking at that map. Should be right here. Let's go to the next one. Yeah.
just the two I've been waiting for. Excellent work, by the way.
Hey,
Your hands
got
still
those
broken?
burner phones ready?
Of course I do.
There was nothing even
Who do you
wrong with
think
your
I am?
hand, to be honest. He scratched your pinky, and you got
I still
a
don't fully get
bandage
what's
around
going
your
on.
whole wrist.
Yagami-san, what are we gonna do with these?
Okay, I'll break it using them that way. The phones won't be connected to each other, but their voices will be relayed so they can talk normally.
Oh, okay. And then?
If public security finds out Reiko Kusamoto's talking to Kawana, they'll trace the call without actually finding him. And we can see exactly who they send without risk of being seen ourselves.
Mm-hmm. I think I'm getting it.
Surely
How
you
stupid
don't
can
intend to
you
do
be?
that here, do you? That would put a beacon on us for Kawana-san's enemies.
Yeah, we'll do it somewhere remote. We need a place where nobody would raise an eyebrow at an army of public security boys. And it's gotta have a good vantage point.
There's a building under construction not far from here. It's late, so no one should be around that may get involved unintentionally.
Where is it?
It's right near Seirio High. There's a crane by the river, too. You'll know when you see it.
Okay, you two stay put. I should be able to handle this alone.
You sure about that?
Let me at least put out a drone, Yagami-shi, even if it isn't much. I'll use it to capture the faces of Kawana-san's pursuers.
That'd be good.
Yeah, Sugiura, you got like no health anyway. Surprisingly, still freaking alive, so I'm confused. Alright, so where am I going? Up here. Okay. Let's go. Why I always have that song stuck in my head, bro. It's a banger.
Hell yeah!
That Ferris wheel is dope. There is no enemy. Did y'all notice that?
Let's go!
That's definitely. Okay, there's the first enemy I think I've seen. Zero. Why did it stop? Let's see, why did enemies run it? They just trying to catch up with their mans. I didn't know what it is. For real? What the? First of all, now you don't piss me off. Shoot me? Weak ass punch. That's not good. Get up. Okay, I'm stunned. Wow. They're crazy. Oh shit.
And stay down.
CC, what's good? Ghetto, what's good? What's all this color I'm seeing? What was I doing? Schmitty, my guy. Cece, how was the stream? I stepped in.
This must be the
So
construction
you
site Superman was talking about.
getting a couple of kills out there.
This is Tsukuma. Yagamishi, I've confirmed your position.
Yeah. I think I can spot whoever comes close from here. I'm gonna call Kawana on the burner now.
Understood.
It's Kawana.
You ready? I'm about to call Reiko Kusamoto. Once you're connected, we'll take it from there.
It's been 5 years since I last spoke to her.
Yeah. Can't imagine this won't be awkward.
I know. Okay, do it.
I don't get how that makes any sense. If you have the first phone turned on, that's already making a call. Then technically you wouldn't need him, who's at a different location, to make the second call. You would need you to make the second call with both phones connected. But he didn't do that.
Yes, hello?
This is Kitakata from Kurakawa Academy.
What?
You'll have to forgive me for this, but the position I'm in required me to reach out to you. I would never have done this otherwise. I should also note, there's a high probability this phone call is being tapped.
I see. Very well, then.
It's been 13 years, Kusumoto-san.
So it has.
Kitakata-sensei.
I've read about your accomplishments.
Hey, yo.
To think you'd become a vice minister.
You
That's
never
pretty
really know how
dope.
things are going to work out.
But that's not true at all, Kusumoto-san. You were always destined to move up in the world. I've got to
They
be
can't
honest
trace
with
a
you.
phone
A
that's
woman as
moving.
virtuous and as capable as you deserves the world and then some.
But how is Mitsuru-kun?
I'm afraid he's still asleep. Nothing's changed.
I see. I wish I had the words.
What is it you wanted?
How's the
If you've been
game
watching
going?
the news, you've probably already heard. I've become a prime suspect for a crime. They think I
The
murdered
game is
Yokosawa
intense,
in her
man.
apartment.
It's
I
real
heard.
crazy.
Obviously, it wasn't me who killed her, of course. Do you happen to remember Sawa-kun by any chance?
The girl from your class. She was the only one of those students who ever came to visit Mitsuru. But even then, that's been at least 10 years now. I got a letter from her once. She wanted to tell me she'd become a teacher. But I never did reply. And that was the last I'd heard from her.
I see.
So back to my question. What do you want?
I hope you weren't planning to ask me for a favor. I'm afraid the answer would be no.
No, it's not that. It's just... I wanted to let you know that at some point, someone may come to you to ask a few questions about me. I thought I should give you a heads up. I'll make every effort to ensure they won't cause any trouble for you, Kusumoto-san. I'm sorry about this. I'll try to handle it from my side.
So in your opinion, then, do you believe anything related to you could cause me any trouble?
Don't worry. I'm sure you'll be just fine.
We're almost to the signal. Kill the headlights.
Two
It's
cars
typical
inbound.
gang shit.
Looks like we were right on the money. This proves Reiko Kusamoto's phone is compromised. And if there's one organization capable of tracing a call and moving on
Sorry
it,
to read and dip.
it's
I
gotta
guess
be public
stuff
security
to
on the
do,
hunt for
but I'll pop
Kawana.
in. No problem, do you? Appreciate you rolling through with the raid.
No, there's no way they could mobilize their people that quickly. My guess, it's gotta be the prefectural police that they've got in their pocket. Or it's just RK.
I will say it's been great to hear your voice again. But this should be the last time you ever hear from me. I'll try my best.
I understand. Goodbye.
it's but ghetto. It's so much drama that started all from like a bullying case.
Hey, look. It's a drone.
We were supposed to be just
It has a phone attached to it. Shoot it.
investigating
Shoot it
a
down.
bully case.
You sure?
Just take it down.
And
Hurry
it
it up.
turned into like multiple murders, serial killings.
Hey, what the fuck are you aiming at?
I can't hit it. It's too small.
Like it opened to everything else.
Damn, dude.
Fighting
How
off
are we supposed to chase down a
the whole
drone?
gang by myself.
Where the fuck is this Kawana guy?
Who knows, man? They called us in to catch this shithead, but how the hell are we supposed to do that? It's fucked up. Do we look like spec ops?
Yeah, right.
One of the girls that's supposed to be my
Well, at least you
girlfriend,
gotta
she
shoot
got
that thing.
killed, stabbed with an ice
This is
pick.
my second
My
time,
right hand
actually.
man
I
got
took a few
shivved
shots
up.
at some kids in a park. I aimed at the ground and sent those little shits running for their lives.
We're done here. Pack it in.
Why do you even
That's
have a
6
gun? You
punks
can't
and
aim.
only
You
one gun
goofy.
between you by my count.
Now that's 0 guns.
Who the fuck are you?
Let me hold that.
It's you guys in charge. I'm sure Kawana would have had this whole thing solved a long time ago. Well, then again, I suppose I do have to give you credit for how fast you made it here.
You don't even use guns. Come
asshole!
on.
Who's the one giving the orders? You may as well just level with me. You guys are RK's bottom rung, right?
It sounds like you must know Kawana. Well, I guess we're not gonna be leaving here empty-handed after all.
You're wearing a
Come
purple
on.
zebra hoodie
We're taking this guy in,
with
boys.
green pants. Who do you think
Fuck
you
him
are,
up.
the Hulk? Oh, I have no health. What?
Come on.
Yeah. Back up off. Chill. Sit down. Sit down. Oh my god! Stop it. Doing all that fucking blocking. For you to dodge that is wild to me. Stop! Yo! Blocking is You could have just told me who you working for. You wouldn't have to get beat up like that.
Who sent you here?
The order came from the head honchos in RK.
You mean Soma?
Not that high up. It was one of the bosses. There's a bunch of them.
What did they tell you to do once you found Kawana?
They just said to catch him. Well, they also made it very clear not to kill him. Like we'd pull the trigger. We never even heard what our cut was.
Just another useless grunt. Tell me, gentlemen, how would you feel if you found out you were just pawns in public security's game?
We're playing what game now?
I suggest you quit RK while you can. Go tell your buddies, get them out too. Otherwise, they'll keep you in the dark, use you and toss you aside. And then, you'll end up in a ditch there's no crawling out of.
What's the point of even telling them? It's not like they gonna listen, they hard-headed. Why you think they in a gang now?
Yes?
Pardon me. You would be Reiko Kusamoto, correct?
Sir. It's a little late for this. And how'd you get in here in the first place? I've expressly forbid having visitors.
Come now. I'm a coordinator with the National Police Bureau, but I'm sure you're familiar with my Division of Public Security. Bondo is my name, ma'am.
Are you now? Well, I'm afraid coordinator is rather vague.
I have a more public-facing title as well, of course. But I'm trying to be discreet here, so let's not get bogged down with minor details. It's in our best interests.
It's in your best interest, not mine.
I'm afraid that won't help. I've already seen to that.
What is this?
There's a question I need answered with some urgency, Kusumoto-san. It concerns the disappearance of a certain individual.
Huh.
About 5 years ago, a man vanished off the streets of Kamurocho. I'm sure you'll recognize him. A former classmate of Mitsuru-kun here, Shinya Kawai. I believe there are things you might know. I can say that with some level of certainty, as a matter of fact.
You tried to... Hold on. We just watched a cutscene where you were talking on your cell phone. You had a decent length conversation on your cell phone. You get a card from a random stranger saying he's somebody with some sort of police agency, security agency, and your first thought is to use the landline and not the cell phone that's more than likely in your pocket. And if I might be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure she had it in her hand when she stood up. They make it make sense. No, that just don't make no... People be doing dumb things when they're like caught off guard. Like previously on Dragon Ball Z.
A shadow looms over Yagami and Koana. Japan's National Intelligence Agency, Public Security, fixes its gaze on Reiko Kusumoto of the Ministry of Health. 5 years ago, Koana prompted her to take revenge on Shinya Kawai for pushing her son to the brink. Secrets can only lie dormant so long, and upon their waking, chaos ensues.
Done it again, Tsukumo. Can't believe you found it.
I figured Mitsuru Kusumoto would be in one of the better hospitals around the health ministry. That narrowed it down to just a few locations. Then I pinpointed the exact one through sheer determination.
And that led you to Toto University Hospital. So Mitsuru is still lying in a coma there?
Yep.
Crazy.
Reiko Kusumoto has been visiting her son every night for the past 13 years. Even after she became vice minister. If you gentlemen want to meet her in person, that would be your best chance.
Yagami, you seriously think you can convince Reiko Kusumoto to turn herself in?
Well, I'm gonna try at least.
She's at the top of the food chain. If it comes out that she committed murder, the whole country's gonna lose it.
If they hadn't tried to hide it, nobody else would have needed to pay for it. Like SAWA-SENSEI.
Yeah.
I mean, I
You're
get
right.
it.
And if she confesses to killing Kawhi, public security will run out of reasons to keep defending RK. So in theory, that should free up the police to pursue Soma about Sawa-Sensei.
Totally
Why are
agree
you
with
trying
there.
to go through so
But
many
Kawano-san's
hoops
against that,
to
right?
get to...
Didn't he say he wouldn't let her turn herself in?
Yeah. That's why he's not in the loop on this.
So, you're just gonna show up? You do know she's probably surrounded by public security at all times, don't you?
Just means we gotta be prepared for that. Like the professional detectives we are.
Prepared? How?
Just leave it to us. Yagami-san, I gotta go get ready. Let's meet at Toto University Hospital.
Got it.
See ya.
So what do you need from me in this, Yagami?
You got any old acquaintances in RK? Think you can find out where Soma and Akutsu are?
You forget who you're talking to? Why wouldn't I be able to cover that? I knew a few ex-Tojo guys who go in and out of RK on the regular.
Thanks. But watch your back. If they find out you're spying on them, they won't like it.
I'll be ready. Like the professional ex-Yakuza I am. See ya.
He's rough around the edges, but in the end, he comes through.
Yeah. Turns out he's got extra time on his hands.
Why don't you hire him at your office, Yagami-shi?
I'll talk about that with Kaito-san once he recovers. Anyway, sorry Tsukumo, but we have to take Sukiura from you again.
Why start apologizing now? It's all good. We'll talk again soon.
I should head to Toto University Hospital and convince Reiko's Kusumoto to turn herself in. See, this is the dumb shit. Like, alright. So from a professional standpoint, I get that you would want criminals or people who commit crimes to turn themselves in or to pay for what they did. I get that. But the only, at this point, right now, the decisions you're making and your reasoning and your logic behind you making these people want to turn themselves in is like has really little to no influence on what your main goal is. Your main goal is basically your main goal is to make the people who's responsible for killing Sawa-Sensei pay for her death, which is Kuwana-san, Kitakata, aka Kuwana, and Soma. Kuwana for going around on a mass killing spree like a dickhead vigilante, just killing bullies across the country. And his trouble ended up leading to Sawa-Sensei getting caught up in this whole mess in the first place. And then Soma chasing after Kuwana to begin with led him to Sawa-Sensei, and then he killed her because she knew too much. So those two would be the main two people you would go after. Trying to convince Shorty, this vice minister, to turn herself in because she helped him kill one bully is highly irrelevant to making Soma pay when he's the one who killed her. Yeah, Ghetto. You see why this game is kind of crazy? Like, there's so many different angles to what's going on. It's ridiculous. It all stems from one kid got bullied by like 6 kids a while ago. He goes to commit suicide. He jumps off the roof of the school building. He's in a coma. It's 13 years later. Boom. That's what got the vice minister involved with the teacher. The teacher, he goes and he's like, okay, I'm gonna get revenge because nobody should live like that. He goes and kidnaps the bully, has the mother of the child kill the bully. Now they got a secret pact. He goes across the country killing 6 other freaking bullies in the process, up until this day and age. And then in this day and age, like 5 years ago, another kid gets bullied to the point
Excuse me.
that he goes home and commits suicide. He actually dies. His pops is like, okay, y'all let this kid bully my son and ain't nothing happened, so I'm gonna take y'all to court. They go to court, there's no real evidence of it, and people want to hide the fact so the school's reputation doesn't go down. So they just dismiss it altogether as he never was bullied. He just committed suicide just for the hell of it. So the pops is like, alright, bet. 5 years later, he catches the bully, kills him, records it, gets another dude to help him, and then commits a petty crime. He goes and he commits sexual harassment on the subway and uses that as an alibi to prove that he wasn't able to possibly kill this dude who got murdered. And then they go to court and they're like, yeah, he has a solid alibi. He was clearly seen at the train station, so he couldn't have done this. And then all of a sudden, so he goes to jail, but he's only sentenced 6 months. He really did kill that person, so they're like, yeah, he just got 6 months for killing a person. Like, that's crazy. It's like, I said this in a different stream. I was like, if you've seen the movie Law Abiding Citizen, this is basically that. Somebody dies and the dude commits a crime and you were getting ready to let the murderer go. Yeah. So this is basically the same plot as that movie. Oh, I didn't see this one. Forgot. Okay.
Suspicious. Destroying.
Sega. Paint. So where am I supposed to be oh crap, I probably gotta... Yeah. All in all, the game is great. There's not too much, if any, that I can really complain about. Even though the basic plot of the story is the same as the movie. But if anything, the only thing I would complain about is the only people you really beat up are just random thugs. All the people that really need to die or whatever, you end up only knocking them out. Girl, get in the car.
What are you? Don't worry. I'll give it back to you after this. I'm sure it's bugged, and we wouldn't want anyone listening in now, would we?
Okay, Sugiura with the disguise.
We'll take a few laps around the block, and then drop you back off at the hospital. Sorry, but we just need a bit of your time.
Very well. Who are you people?
We're just local detectives, but Kitakata-sensei is an acquaintance of ours. We know about Mitsuru-kun, and we know that 5 years ago, a man named Shinya Kawai mysteriously disappeared and died.
I have no idea what you're saying.
But you do. I know how this must come across right now, so I assure you, we aren't the ones posing a threat.
Fine. What is it you want, then?
All I want is the truth. In your own words. About Shinya Kawai, and how you carried out his murder.
I wouldn't tell you!
You're mistaken. I didn't do it.
Damn, if she really didn't do it, that's
The other day you
crazy.
received a call from Kitakata-sensei, didn't you? He goes by the name Kuwana now, and works as a handyman in Ijincho. He made that call because we needed to confirm something.
Confirm what?
Whether or not you were being watched by public security.
Public security, you say?
Is she surprised at all, or maybe she already had a hunch?
As it turns out, you are. Your cell phone is bugged. It can even use GPS to trace who's on the other end of the line. That kind of trace is only possible with cooperation from the cellular providers. Unless you're public security, who could pull something like that off in secret. They want to hit you where you're vulnerable. And that's what you are now after Kuwana. Do you understand, Kusumoto-san? You must really be something special. You were never in this job for yourself. It fell into your lap as your predecessors fell like dominoes. That's why you don't owe anyone anything. You're free of constraints. And Mitsuru-kun's tragedy even gained you public sympathy on top of it. Combine all that with a capable bureaucrat like you, there's no telling what you could accomplish. You're cleaning up house, tackling the revolving door problems. Things you know are the right moves, but with no regard for the consequences. I understand even the cabinet gauges your opinion, since you have so much public support. But I think that's also made you some enemies. Most likely whoever's holding public security's leash.
I have more than a few enemies. I'm well aware of that. And I have no doubt public security would comply with them. To be quite frank, public security only exists to maintain the status quo. The establishment is made up of various powers which control politics and finance. But naturally, each branch has its own agendas, goals, ideas of justice, which leads to all sorts of issues and hindrances, which you call constraints. The more individuals who make up society, the more unavoidable that is.
Are you implying it's public security's job to loosen those constraints?
There's more to it than that. The world we live in requires all kinds of value systems to coexist, even in chaos. But if you loosen the constraints too far, the fall of the state is inevitable. In that regard, public security's role is to stabilize and maintain the state, even while bound by constraints. In other words, the constraints of these powers are precisely what are protected by public security. So the fact that I am not caught up in all that does, indeed, make me something of a pesky foreign object.
A pesky foreign object. I see. So to these establishment people, you're something to be excised.
Hmm? I guess there's bullying among adults in high places, too.
You're right.
Yeah. Now we know why they were looking for any kind of weakness in you. And that's when they turned the spotlight on Shinya Kawai's disappearance. An event that was triggered by Akihiro Ihara's case. You know the one, I presume.
Yes.
An active-duty policeman exacted revenge on the bully who drove his son to suicide. Your enemies must have heard that and thought to themselves, what would Reiko Kusumoto have done to her son's bully? I'm guessing that's what prompted public security to make their move. As the details of Ihara's case came to light, a group of thugs calling themselves RK started looking for Shinya Kawai. All to find out that he was kidnapped 5 years ago, probably killed.
I never did anything out of revenge.
Yeah, there was a dumb assumption that you thought that you just walking up to her and speaking it, that she was just gonna spill her whole thoughts, like she was just. I don't know what logical person you thought that if you walk up to me and tell me some shit, I'm just gonna be like, oh yeah, you're right, because you found out, like, oh, Swiper got me. No, I wouldn't tell you anything even if you did know. I'd deny it. Naturally, she wasn't going to divulge any secrets, having just met me. Yeah, and I don't have enough evidence to make her talk. Facts. Let that shit go. You chasing the wrong tree.
Disappeared. Public security still had to verify it. But if they found out you were involved, that'd be a win for them.
It doesn't benefit you at all.
Weakness.
How long are you going to keep talking?
As public security figured out, the bullying cases involving Toshiro Ihara and your son share a common link. That link being SAWA-SENSEI. She was Mitsuru-kun's classmate and Toshiro Ihara's teacher. Not only that, she was also linked to Ihara's murder victim, Mikoshiba. She was his master teacher. So, not long after the murder, RK came to Ijincho and broke into her home. That must have been when they got Kawana's name out of her. I think SAWA-SENSEI suspected that Kawana was involved in Mikoshiba's murder. Then Soma steps in, with his professional interrogation skills, to beat and scare her into spilling everything. Kusumoto-san, you knew she was killed, right? Kawana should have told you over the phone.
Wait, are you not one of his colleagues? He said he wouldn't cause me any trouble, and that he would never call me again.
Kawana and I are competitors on a temporary ceasefire. We're not colleagues.
Now you just told her that you lied. I wouldn't say shit else to you. Take me back to my crib. Well, I was at the hospital. Take me back to the hospital. I ain't got nothing to say to you no more. This is my chance to ask her questions I can't ask anyone else. Oh my god. If she was black, she wouldn't have even got in that vehicle. Let's start there. I tagged you as a promise that one day, what do I ask Reiko Kusamoto? Has public security contacted you? Tell me about Kawai's murder. I just told you I have no idea. How is your son doing now?
Has anybody from public security contacted you? Have you been approached by any strangers?
I have my suspicions.
What are their names? I imagine what they wanted was to exploit your weakness to control you. Because if all they wanted was to eliminate you, some kind of accident would be easily arranged.
Yes. I suppose you're right.
Do you have any idea what these people are after? And do you mind sharing?
What they want is control of the pension fund, which is under the Health Ministry's jurisdiction.
Pension fund?
An independent agency within the ministry manages the National Pension Fund. It's taxpayer funded, and it's worth 160 trillion yen.
What?
And certain groups want to take bigger risks with that money in order to generate more profit. In other words, they want the health ministry to use taxpayer money to gamble. They believe that's the only way to rebuild Japan's faltering economy and secure the future of this country.
I mean, would it work?
Of course. If the gamble actually pays off. But if we lost the gamble, then we wouldn't be able to guarantee anything for the citizens of this country in their golden years. That's why the health ministry manages those funds conservatively, even if it means the returns are lower.
Okay. I'm starting to understand now.
You do? Don't leave me in the dust, Yagami-san.
To be able to gamble all this taxpayer money to save the economy, they need a change of management. And here's Kusamoto-san, head of the office. and she's beyond the control of even the ministers. Her position has the power to take action, to override the way the pension fund is managed. But not only does Kusumoto-san have the power, she has the support of the people. If a new vice minister were to try it, they'd be stopped cold by the constraints.
So that's why they wanted to find her weakness and exploit it?
Exactly. And if the 160 trillion yen gamble were to fail, they can blame the whole thing on Kusumoto-san anyway.
Okay. Wow. 160 trillion.
I'm guessing they've already contacted you about it?
That's an assumption.
She's been flustered since I mentioned SAWA-SENSEI's name. This is my chance to... what the hell?
How's your son doing now?
He could wake up any minute now. Of course, that's been true for the last 13 years.
I see.
We transferred him to Toto University Hospital just this year, hoping they could spur his recovery. But it turns out they don't do anything much different from the previous hospital. All I can do is wait.
I have to ask you about Shinya Kawai. You killed him 5 years ago. With your own hands, didn't you? I understand what your feelings must be towards Kawai, but was that really the only answer?
If you've spoken to Kitakata-sensei, then you must know about the video of how Mitsuru was treated.
I do.
Aside from Kawai, the other students pretended like nothing happened. They took no responsibility. They
now
put on
plot
their sad
armor is gonna
faces,
make her
and they came to visit Mitsuru at the
reveal her
hospital.
secrets. Get out of here.
But looking back on it now, I don't think they really wanted Mitsuru to wake up. In fact, that's what they were checking on. And what did I do? I bowed my head and thanked them. It was only later that Kitakata-sensei showed me the video. That's when I knew that those kids going unpunished was wrong.
And your solution was to pull them into the quagmire? Make them accomplices in murdering Kawai?
If you already know so much, what more do you need to ask?
I get it now. Let me reiterate. We are not your enemy.
Nigga, you just asked me to turn myself in. You must let me
Let
clearly
me go.
Anything you want me to tell Kawana?
I do. He needs to run. Far away. Public security has their sights on him. His capture is not a question of if, but when. He's in danger if he remains in the country. And once public security has him, they will extract everything he knows.
You mean he'd be tortured?
Yes. Somewhere well beyond the public eye. No one can withstand what they do. He'd tell them everything. And as for me...
They would expose your vulnerability, making you their pawn.
Most likely. They'd gamble away the taxpayers' money, and I'd never purge the corruption in the health ministry.
I get that. But what does it matter?
What?
Because in my opinion, you need to turn yourself in, Kusumoto-san.
You want me to admit to manslaughter? You think I killed a real man? I say he was less than one.
You said, what does it matter if the populace loses their money?
You saw what that brute did to my son. I hated Kitakata-sensei. He was an incompetent teacher. An idiot who turned a blind eye to Mitsuru being tortured. But that changed when he suddenly showed up 8 years later. And then he showed me that video. He said, every bully in that video. They deserved to be punished. That it was the only way to get closure.
You took him up on it? But you of all people should have known better.
True. You're right about that. I struggled with it quite a bit. It's an unconscionable act, no matter how deep your animosity runs. But Kitakata-sensei's words hung on. I couldn't get them out of my head. I saw for myself. I went to Kamurocho, where I'd heard Kawai was working, at a girls' bar. So you know, after Mitsuru jumped that day, Kawai came to me in tears to apologize. I hadn't seen him in all that time. If he'd frozen in place when he saw me, if he'd been the slightest bit apologetic, I might have been able to stay my hand.
I take it he didn't do any of that.
Right. He didn't even recognize my face. And that's hardly the worst part of it, actually. When he saw me, he took me for some bawdy cougar on the prowl for young men. If you've got the cash, I'll show you a good time, he said.
Oh, damn, yeah. You gotta
All
go.
those tears he'd shed years earlier were a farce. But I knew that. Deep down, I'd already known that. That was it. That was the moment I lost all doubt about killing him. And as for those other kids who bullied Mitsuru, they should thank me they didn't share his fate. But that's why. That's why I don't feel like I have any sins to atone for. Every night I pray he will wake up. What more can you ask me to endure?
Kawana said something similar. But you think you can repeat all that? This time say it to her.
Isn't that Sawa-san?
But she didn't kill her.
Congratulate yourselves. You got vengeance on a monster. But what you're choosing not to see is that your actions had consequences for her. It's vicious. I've seen this before. Justice for one at the cost of another. Someone innocent always pays the price. I won't just sit here and watch as history tries to repeat itself.
What is this superhero music?
This phone isn't being traced by anyone. So, if you have a change of heart, just give me a call before you turn yourself in.
I'd have chucked that shit out the window. I don't care. Get out my face.
That's all I had to say. We're back.
You wasted all this time getting no information out of her. For what? You just felt like venting. That's really the gist of it. You wanted to make her feel bad because you still feel like shit that someone you liked got killed for no apparent reason when they were trying to do good. That's really what boils down to it. But instead of going after the people who actually did it, you want to pick on this old lady with her son in a coma. Like, get the fuck out of my face. Logically, I get what you're saying. It's part of her action accumulates with all the other crap that everybody else did. It's a small piece of the big puzzle of what everybody else did, which resulted in her dying. But even her
okay,
her part has no real big relevance
I'm
to
gonna
the
go talk
situation.
to Kawana. Need to tell him I met with Reiko Kusamoto.
He's gonna be pissed, you know?
And now you're gonna go talk to this dude?
That's true. So you might want to sit this one out.
Where's your logic? You're supposed to be the brain.
Take you up on that.
Kaito's supposed to be the muscle, and you're supposed to be the brains who can fight. And clearly, you dumb as hell. How are y'all a detective agency? Oh my god. Some of the logic in here just isn't making sense. The math ain't mathing. All these people over here. Y'all know this is a gang hangout, right? There's oh, okay, the door is open on that side. Is this supposedly the room we were in earlier? Because that door wasn't able to be open the last time. All I'm saying is if I get to fight him, let me knock him out. Let me really
look who we have
end
here.
his life.
Haven't seen your mug in a while.
It's only been 2 or 3 days. Where's Koana?
How should I put this? Would you freak out if he was right behind you?
You know, this kind of shit is why you get on my nerves.
Couldn't we have done this by phone?
I just came from seeing Reiko Kusumoto. I told her to turn herself in for murdering Kawai 5 years ago.
You what?
What did she have to say about that?
That she had no sins to atone for.
Of course not. Look, what do you think you're doing? Her part in this is done. Don't drag her back into it.
This isn't yours to finish. You would just let SAWA-SENSEI stay collateral damage. How do you think her folks feel? They probably think you killed their daughter. And they don't know why, or if justice will be served. Do they have to suffer like that? All without even knowing the truth? Would
Even if he dies, they're not gonna feel any better.
Justice, but she keeps getting left out. You aren't even trying when it comes to her.
Say whatever you want, but if you cause Kusumoto-san any more pain, I will never forgive you.
That's exactly why I didn't tell you I was going to meet her.
Listen, Yagami. She hides it well, but she's never gotten over the fact Mitsuru tried to jump to his death. And she's not sure how to feel about killing Kawai. Unlike me.
If she was anything like you, I would have pushed her harder to confess.
There's no evidence that she killed Kawai. He simply vanished from Kamurocho, and the police didn't even know about it. Besides, there's no case without a corpse. Point being, she'll never be charged.
Big facts. I don't like this nigga, but he talking facts. I want him to get off of this already. Koana has Kawai's body hidden somewhere. I remember you and Mom
Even if
said
she
so.
did turn herself in, the police wouldn't know what to do with her.
Don't think for a second that you're getting a pass here. You've killed, what, 7 people now? Do you even hesitate anymore?
Nah, nigga, I got a taste for blood.
You got proof? Running around making baseless accusations. You sure you were a real fucking lawyer?
Facts.
My colleagues in Kamurocho are getting ready to appeal Ahara's case. Your actions are going to be put under a microscope.
I wouldn't even call that bad news. I want the world to know their bullies are getting what they're due. And by then, I'll probably be going by a different name, maybe even a different look.
You're just going to keep doing this? Did Sawa-Sensei sacrifice mean nothing to you?
Is that the only thing keeping you around? Truth be told, I don't think exposing everything is even in Sawa's best interest.
What?
Sawa-kun herself felt guilty. I just sent you the proof.
What is this? An audio file?
What does it look like, Goofy?
After Ahara-san lost in court, she called me. I recorded our conversation.
Toshiro-kun came running to the roof. His face was pretty swollen. And a few minutes later, a student named Mikoshiba came up looking for him. I'll never forget the fear I saw in Toshiro-kun's face. He told me about everything. The teasing, the beatings, the theft. How nobody was on his side. And yet, I had to deny all this in front of an entire courtroom. They said there was no hope, that I was the only witness with no proof whatsoever. Believe me, I never wanted to do that.
Sawa-kun's testimony in court was false, and she was racked with guilt over it.
And your first thought was to record it? When she was at her most vulnerable?
Yes. And then I played it for Ahara-san. He had the right to know the real reason his son killed himself.
All you did was light the fires of vengeance in Ahara's heart because you didn't want to be alone.
You know, I've heard that bullying is almost instinctive. That's why people who do it never stop. I mean, think about it. Would you stop cleaning a toilet just because it'll get filthy again? Somebody's always got to get his hands dirty.
And that somebody's gonna be you?
If it means I can prevent another Mitsuru Kusumoto, yes, I will keep killing. These bastards who prey on the defenseless must be punished for all to see. I wish the law would do its job. Because deep down, I don't want to do any of this.
I understand what you're saying, but you're taking it too far. Just stop, Koana.
But what kind of
if you really
advice
want
is
to
this?
stop me, you're gonna have to kill me. And call it justice.
Facts. And you have no rebuttal to
You guys
that.
were gonna start another fight. It was a bitch cleaning up the mess last time.
Next time I go up against him, it won't be just a few scratches.
Well, when that time comes, take it anywhere but here.
I think I'll call it a day. I should get back to 99 and rest up. Not you sitting there saying, "Oh, well, you recorded her in her time in her most vulnerability." Now you're just blatantly denying the fact that she knew well, she was well within her wrong rights that she didn't speak up and a child was killed. You're not gonna sit there and admit that she was wrong because you liked her and she died. Caught up in some other mess based around the same fucking incident. You can't pick and choose sides here. That's why Mario and niggas that be simping always get caught in some unnecessary shit. Simping. I didn't take that. Chill out. I think I broke the sword, didn't I? Yep, I did. He's still alive? The last one, buddy. Wow. What? What a waste. Divine water. Divine water. Since there's two of them on the ground. I'll pick those up. Where am I supposed to be going? Oh, back. Oh, there's hella people right here. What the? What? Bruh, I just healed myself.
I'm not even warmed up yet.
Fuck off me.
Really, guys?
He had gold shoes on. Hold that. Wow.
What a waste.
$54. Sheesh. Increases the damage during that. There was one for 80,000. Oh, that's the bonus. Gain more SP. Yeah, let's just. Because then it's 80,000 there. And 80,000 for my attack. It's like the plot of this game is killing me at certain times. Like, what is you mad for? Main story progress, and cleared a certain mission. So this clearly looks like I haven't gotten far enough in the story to get to this part. So it's like oh, Sugiura's mask. I guess it's a copy, not the one he normally uses.
Hello?
It's Shirosaki. Are you in Yokohama again, Yagami-san?
Yeah. Is this about Ahara's trial?
Yes. Regarding the appeal. The prosecution says they want to consult with us. Off the record.
Off the record? What do you mean?
They want to discuss with the judge beforehand whether or not Ahara's murder footage is admissible evidence. The video has gone viral, of course, and nobody's really sure how to handle it.
Is the prosecution really gonna hold the line on it being a deepfake?
That's quite possible. Which is why we're meeting today in the courthouse conference room. I'm sorry for the short notice, but could you join us?
Of course.
Damn, girl.
I'll be there.
Do your job.
Thank you very much. No need to rush. There's still plenty of time. Just be sure you're there, please.
bum, 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 bum.
So what you're saying is, Yui Mamiya was not a victim of sexual battery, but rather she conspired with Akihiro Ehara to fake a murder alibi. We've already closed the book on that ordeal, yet now the defense wants to write a sequel?
To establish the defendant's motive in the harassment, we need to bring the Mikoshiba murder to light. The groping itself was staged. It was all part of their script, right down to the guilty verdict.
It sounds like the defendant has some strong hostility for the court.
Ehara got the court to accept his murder alibi by twisting the legal process to his own ends. It was easy to miss, because at the time, Mikoshiba's body hadn't been found yet. But we have to admit that we all got duped.
We? You're not even a lawyer. You're a detective.
Facts.
Yagami-sensei still has a license to practice.
Forget what I said if it offended you, prosecutor.
My superiors always told me that in his youth, your Genda-sensei was a difficult man. He'd insist his clients were innocent, persisting even in the face of conviction. He was hostile to the prosecution, and was known to fraternize with Kamurocho Yakuza. But it was his sheer disrespect that made my boss hate him.
Damn. You sure know an awful lot about Genda-sensei.
Because I honestly can't say I like him. He treated me like a child when I was starting out.
I'll tell you this. There's no higher praise for the defense than being called difficult by the prosecution.
Now, if we can get back on track,
right?
Can we confirm the defendant himself has agreed to the appeal?
Yes.
But if Ehara really committed the murder, why would he agree to his alibi being scrutinized?
Ehara's objective isn't to get away with murder.
Then what is he after?
Making a mockery of the legal system.
Then it'd be best not to pay him any attention.
And you'd be right. If your priority is saving face in front of the court rather than preserving fairness in the law.
You've got a real attitude.
Sorry I'm a bit late.
Public security. That slow motion walk. Dun dun dun.
So, with this appeal, the defense wants to assert the defendant's innocence by establishing his guilt in a murder.
Wait, before we go on, who is this?
He's from the Metropolitan Police. Considering Ehara was on the force, he has a vested interest here. He's not here to participate, don't worry.
The police can't afford to be embarrassed any further. We need to send the right message to the public.
Can we have your name, please?
The name is Bando.
And your title?
Think of me as a kind of police coordinator. But don't let me interrupt the proceedings. Forget I'm even here. Please, continue.
That man Bondo about that business.
So much for this meeting being off the record.
Allow me to restate the prosecution's opinion to the judge. We cannot allow the murder footage to be used as new evidence in Akihiro Ehara's appeal. It's nothing but an online hoax of unknown origin. We can't just casually introduce that into court.
Indeed.
Furthermore, if Ehara bears such hostility towards the court, the footage might end up being a trap.
Trap?
Yes. What if the next viral video proves the original footage was doctored? What if the proceedings have already begun by then? Do we drop the appeal and call it a day? We cannot allow a man like Ehara to swing the court around by its nose at his whims. With that in mind, I believe Ehara's conviction should be upheld and enforced. Would the defense care to comment? Did you think any of this through before filing this appeal?
Yes. We aim to prove the defendant's innocence no matter what your objections may be.
And what about you?
What do I think about his appeal? How do I answer him? Why give me all these freaking options if there's only one right answer? Just let this proceed. I don't want to answer this, because you're not gonna let me make my answer. Ihara must atone for his murder. Ihara never committed sexual battery. Ihara's guilty verdict was wrong. They're all the same fucking answer. From a moral standpoint, he should atone for his murder.
Ihara has to atone for Mikoshiba's murder. I can't look the other way while a killer evades his sentence.
Come now. Is that why you're appealing? If so, you're barking up the wrong tree.
Yagami-san, I understand how you feel, but being innocent of sexual battery isn't guilt for Mikoshiba's murder.
What?
We're only appealing the groping case here, so...
Oh, right.
Why even have me answer if you're gonna tell me that my answer is wrong?
Nonsense.
Oh my god. This is the part. You're trying to force feed.
Or are you
sure the murder?
What is this?
I don't even care about this shit no more.
There is no evidence it was a trick. Are you saying Yui Mamiya and Ihara met beforehand? Is there proof of that? Was there perhaps any security footage we didn't see?
No, the station erases the footage from their cameras after a few days if there's no need to keep it.
Right. But if there's even a chance Ihara and Mamiya were a team, the underwear fiber proves nothing. What were the other deciding factors? Security footage? The smartphone videos we kept seeing on TV? Those don't prove the crime either, because there was a huge time gap in them.
What?
We've done enough legwork to know.
This is stupid. Oh my gosh. I guess it's this.
Did you walk around the site with your own 2 feet, prosecutor?
Well, no. But I have been to Shinjuku Station plenty of times.
Then you must know they have a mountain of security cameras covering every angle. But if you went there to look carefully, you'd find there are some blind spots. That's Ihara running, while Mamiya chases after him. It seems as though the whole chase is recorded, but this area in dotted lines is a blind spot no camera saw. That's the momentary gap in time where Ihara and his double switched places.
The victim was running right behind Ihara. She would have noticed if they swapped places right in front of her eyes.
Oh, but she knew about the swap all along. They were all in on it from the start.
Can you prove that?
We don't have to prove the defendant is innocent, Takano-san.
What?
All we have to prove is that the evidence provided by the prosecution at the trial was insufficient to determine guilt. Because that's the role of the defense counsel.
Indeed it is.
If the prosecution can't debunk any and all possibility that the train groping was a put-up job, then it's innocent until proven guilty.
Then the defense should have brought it up the first time. Although I doubt Shirosaki-sensei actually believed in the defendant's innocence herself.
The guilty verdict at the trial was orchestrated by the defendant. It was our error not to have seen it at the time. But it would be another not to correct ourselves now.
Stop being so dramatic. He's just a subway perv.
That is a statement I cannot abide. The law can't give the impression that a false charge is permissible, even for a subway perv.
Right. I take that back. I misspoke.
I do believe this case is worth a trial in the appeal court. If the court was misled by a hostile defendant, then only the court can correct it.
Thank you very much.
However, I too have seen Ihara-san's murder footage. I believe it would be difficult to introduce it as evidence in this trial. Therefore, I cannot allow it to be brought into the courtroom at this time.
We can't use the murder footage to flip the guilty verdict. We can't even bring it to the court.
Sorry, son. Think you got this covered?
Huh?
I'll poke my head in at the office later.
Very well. We'll be expecting you.
Bando-san, was it? From public security?
I don't recall saying my department. But yeah, that's right.
Do you know Reiko Kusamoto? The vice minister at the Ministry of Health?
Of course.
Any particular reason she's under constant surveillance?
A rather bold question, isn't it?
It's just you and me here.
I see you know how to cut to the chase, Yagami-sensei.
At this point, there's no way a guy from public security can show up and not be related to
Ihara's trial can't be that important to you. So I have to figure I'm the reason you showed up. You want to know where Kawana is, don't you? Were you finally forced to get off your ass because nobody else can get eyes on him?
Kawana, otherwise known as Yu Kitakata, is wanted on suspicion of murder. If you know where he is, please do tell.
Wanted for murder? Huh. Because you know, I thought it was RK acting on your orders that killed SAWA-SENSEI. You think you can hide that fact forever? Even the cops in the field have their suspicions.
Do they? Well, the cubicle workers always resent the corner offices. Officers in the field complain about their superiors. I did the same thing back in my day.
Then why did you use thugs as your pawns instead of officers? Is that how SAWA-SENSEI got roped into this?
I'm afraid I'm not following.
You knew it was going to be a dirty job from the beginning. That's why you couldn't use anybody on the force. Or maybe you just weren't able to find an underling you could fully trust.
That's a good one.
Public security's only tricks are surveillance and call tracing. You leave the dirty work to the thugs.
That may be true, but it's enough to crush the likes of you.
I'm gonna ask just in case. Where is Soma now?
Hand over Kawana to me and there will be no more victims.
What?
Do you have a reason to protect him? I already know he's going around executing bullies. He's a disturbance to public order.
But he wasn't the one who killed SAWA-SENSEI.
I didn't come here to argue. I came to issue an ultimatum.
Bullshit. I don't like him, but he ain't wrong. He ain't wrong, chat. Give me the... Wow. Okay. That just so... You just so conveniently...
What could this mean?
Just so conveniently put me in front of a...
There you are.
Who's a good boy?
Good boy.
Okay, so
Good dog. Very good dog.
A guard shirt? Are you shitting me? What is this? Don't know what that's about, but I don't think I should be in there. Pretty sure that's not up to health violations. Oh, that's, I think that's the Mahjong place. Enjoy. This is like virtual. Is this the inside pharmacy? Yes, it is. Inside convenience.
いらっしゃいませ。
Give me the goods. Oh, they got Mountain Dew? Say less.
ありがとうございました。
Oh, you got a gun. You know what? I'm getting tired of this shit.
And stay down.
Oh, they got a new event here. Is it a new? Oh no, it's not a new event. Get up. Weave. Bruh. I'm just trying to grab the fucking weapon out your hand, bro. Oh, you're a purple dude. Wow, he dodged that. Alright. No more games. Get off the wall! What the fuck?
Let's do this.
taking all that unnecessary damage. I'll take that. Kick to the face. Who's up next? You? You have a sword in your hand. Home run.
And stay down.
I guess I'll stop past this food place real quick. I had the spicy champon last time. Ooh, you know what? Let me get the spicy. A mixed maze champon that dishes out the spiciness, the thick noodles perfectly absorb the miso and peppered meat. That sounds a little delectable. I'm gonna get that. But an order, a half order of fried rice, you feel me? Yum yum scrumptious. I'm gonna take the spicy champon to go with another order of fried rice. Oh, I can only get one. You know what? Let me get these.
Starving. Pretty tasty, thanks.
Oh, I'm at the mall. Shorty's over here. Okay, I'm going the wrong way. Oh, we're in Kamurocho. I didn't even realize. Where is Soma at, bruh? That's all I wanted for this, cause ain't no way. Why do y'all keep showing up here? Y'all know I'ma fuck y'all up. Could they be arcade? They're practically showing off how much they're watching me. Is this public security plan to put pressure on me? I'm with the shits. What are you talking about? I'm not playing these games with you. And made him hit a car.
What a waste.
Nah, keep watching me. Thought you could show up to my crib? Fuck out of here.
Really,
I don't like being watched. I really don't plan the next moves. How the fuck am I supposed to do that?
Hey, I hope Saori-kun doesn't have a hard time because of that.
Yagam, that man Bondo, I knew something was up.
Talk to Hoshino. He's the
Hoshino-kun,
most irrelevant
did you pick
one
up what the
here.
word
Yeah. One of
He's
the
back?
He's number
Yeah.
2.
So he would probably know about Soma.
That's all I need. I don't care about none of this
Well,
extra
I'm
trial
not sure
shit.
if you're
I
aware,
just want something.
Yagami-san, but RK owns some of the cabaret clubs in Kamurocho, and Akutsu manages them. If a girl makes a lot of sales, or if she becomes a rising star in the club, Akutsu apparently gives that girl a bonus, personally.
How do you know this stuff, Hoshino-kun?
Our clients come from all walks of life in Kamurocho, cabaret girls included.
So to sum it all up, a popular girl has a chance to meet Akutsu?
Yeah, but this week nobody was getting that chance. Until yesterday. Which is how I figured out Akutsu is back in Kamurocho. He must have been in Yokohama.
Oh, well, that makes sense. But where exactly in Kamurocho is he?
That's the part I don't know. RK bosses never sleep in the same place twice. Gotta keep the cops off their trail.
But despite the risk, Akutsu still reaches out to popular girls.
Hey, I'm not even mad. In fact, I'm up for the challenge.
Awesome, Saori-san. If
Are
you
you
can rock
serious?
the cabaret gig again, you can hook Akutsu.
It'd be an undercover mission to infiltrate RK. Super risky. But damn if I don't want to see Saori-san transform one more time! I can't help it!
What the hell's gotten into you?
Are there any bars we know for sure that RK owns?
There is. You remember Queen Rouge, the place Saori-san snuck into a long time ago? RK recently took over the management there.
Queen Rouge. What about the owner? Still the same guy?
Yep, he's still there. One of the original employees. Only thing is, it used to be a classy spot, but they've cut a lot of corners. The vibe has probably changed a lot.
Really? Well, maybe that means I can afford to go.
Hey, totally! I want to go too!
This is no time to be idiots.
Okay, well, Saori-san, you'll need the whole makeover again. I can take point on that.
No need, I'll be fine.
Huh?
Just the other day, Mari-san and I figured out what kind of makeup goes over well with RK. I'll just go with that.
With Mari? Well, counterpoint, I think a man might know better what men like.
With all due respect, don't judge what you haven't seen.
Oh, really?
I don't care about none of this. I have to redo your makeup. Let's add some final touches. Man, I'll leave it to you.
Okay, I'll leave it to you, Saori-san. Should've just kept my mouth shut.
Believe me, I'm not one to boast, but I'm confident my efforts are in the best interest of the mission.
There's still a little more time until the makeup is done. I should get ready to deal with any issues. I'm ready, what you mean? Am I totally ready? Yeah. As ready as I'm gonna be. That blue fire, shawty.
Oh, wow. That is nice.
You can thank Mari-san.
Completely different person.
It's perfect. I'm real.
Fine. Well then.
Oh, while you were doing your makeup, I talked to the owner. Like Hoshino-kun said.
We're gonna skip this shit.
Watch out, Saori-san.
Oh, and I gotta walk as her, as slow as she is? Oh my gosh. She can't even fight. Like, she can't even run. At least give me a light jog.
Wait, Saori-san.
Oh my god, now
Wait.
it won't even let me.
Wait,
Oh my gosh. What you looking at? Queen Rouge.
I pass by this place sometimes, but it's been a while.
The owner remembered you from last time. Said he wished you were there at...
The undercover cabaret girl of his dreams returned.
Take this before you... It's a wireless earpiece. If you end up going somewhere with Akutsu, we can use it. I'll be there in a flash if things go even remote.
Got it. I know.
You bet.
Ah! Oh! Saori-san! Yeah. Looking at you takes me back to better days. You are a...
Nice to see you again. Have you been well?
I'm fine. I'm fine. Last time you were here, we were a good Now, we're just a fast and cheap.
Yes.
Keep this on the down, so we sold the bar. And we're under... Ever since they took over, we're just like every other. We don't even make a profit.
But I hear the girls with...
Don't care.
Can you hear me, Saori-san?
Yes.
So you got in okay?
Support?
Yeah, so in case you meet Akutsu, we'll be ready to pounce on him. But you'll be on your...
Alright, hold on 1 second. Alright. We are back. Starting now, I am number 1 at this bar. And the first rule in customer service is to heap praise on the guest. You can do this. Even if it were my own father sitting there, I must praise him until he becomes putty into my hand.
So,
are
you the new girl the manager brought in?
You're kinda older than I thought you'd be.
I'm sorry. Nice to meet you.
What club were you at before this?
Oh, I'm usually an office worker. But I worked here once about 2 years ago.
What, so you just come back whenever you feel like it? Like some part-time gig? Really?
You treat this job like it's a cakewalk and expect us not to be offended?
Oh, point taken. So, I guess tonight I should sit back and watch the professionals show me how it's done?
What? Are you dissing us?
What? You can haze new girls, but if they give it back, you lose your cool?
Excuse me?
Now. You can't scowl like that when customers are here to have a good time.
You little...
Wow. I thought you were just another
Magoo,
snob.
You're gonna let a new chick talk to us this way?
Old or new doesn't matter. If you've got the...
I'm going to do my best, and I'll try not to weigh you two down.
Saori-san, Meku-san, Kuniko-san, we have customers! Let's get to work!
Well, time for the new girl to show...
Yes, I'm looking forward.
They really put this in here.
Hello, I'm Meku. Welcome, I'm Kuniko. I'm sorry, nice to meet you.
Oh, sorry.
Hey,
John.
yo.
Come, sit here.
Wow, you're beautiful. Oh, the best of the bunch. Man, I am loving this place.
So, how are you?
Fucking idiots.
But
I'm sorry. Praise his stupid achievement. Sneak in some bragging. Stroke his stupid ego.
I can't believe you became such a high-powered lawyer. Almost nobody has the brains to do that.
Yeah? You think so? That really means something coming from you, Saori-san.
From me, specifically? Why is that?
The pain.
What is it? Oh, you want some champagne?
What?
1 bottle of champagne, please, for this fine young man here.
No, wait!
There's our Mr. Big Time Lawyer. So generous. Thank you.
is it okay if I have some too? What a blessing to have such a great protege.
Sure.
So, which champagne do you want?
The best in the house, of course.
What?
Really? Wow!
Wait, is 1 bottle really enough for the 5 of us?
Get the sensei, please!
You are right. Let's make that 2 bottles of the premium stuff.
There you go.
Oh my god.
Now.
Fine.
All right. Now it's a party, lady. Listen up, girls. This is a heck of a lot of fun. I'm having a great time. I tell you, I love cabaret clubs. So much.
Me too, Genda Sensei. Especially this. I wish I could come here every night and stay till morning.
Oh, you two know just how to flatter us. So true. Hey, in case you come back, would you like to reserve a bottle in your name? You guys are lawyers,
Well,
so I'm
we're
sure.
not a big firm. But you know
Nice
what?
one, boss. You're the best. Uh-oh. What's wrong, Saori-san?
Yeah, Saori-kun.
Do you guys already know?
They do.
Huh? I don't know.
Of course not. But this does happen to be our first meeting.
The first time?
Oh, I mean, that's because...
Something does.
Ah. So now you have the choice that you're met with. He really likes you, so if you do this, you really gonna be doing something to this man. But that ain't your fault, that's his fault. You out of his league. But then the alternative is cuddling up to your sensei, which is wild. That's next level wild. That's like that's fondling your pops versus fuck it, go big or go home.
They're suspicious of us, Hoshino-sen, but I just can't. Oh.
Hoshino-kun.
Oh, excuse me? Can we get that girl at this table too?
Yes, sir. You mean Saori-san.
Oh, me too.
Wait a minute, what about us?
My.
I guess the new...
Why are they standing like that?
We concede defeat, Saori-san. I'm so sorry.
Oh, please.
Yeah, right. You're a natural. I learned a...
Thanks for the hard work.
Let's skip this. Cause I don't give a fuck. Akutsu didn't even show up. The fuck?
Don't worry, Saori-san. I'm standing by. If you need me, I'll be there in a flash.
Driver, could you tell me where we're headed?
Oh, we're almost there, miss.
We're not leaving Kamurocho, are we?
No. No need to worry.
I think he's driving to the Thug Hangout, the underground club. That's where I met Soma for the first time. I thought it had been shut down, but maybe they opened it back up.
We'll be arriving soon.
Saori-san, I presume? We've been expecting you. You are very beautiful. Akutsu-san will be happy.
Thank you for inviting me.
RK takes care of people who keep the cash flowing. The fact you're here means you have a talent for it. You're one of us now, Saori-san. If you would follow me.
Certainly.
Here she is, Akutsu-san. Tonight's heroine, Saori-san from Queen Rouge.
Ah, and I see why. You're hotter than your reputation. Come here. Let me give you some motivation to keep at it.
I've heard so much about you, Akutsu-san. It's a pleasure to meet someone so famous.
Have a seat. I'm not gonna ask you to pour after a hard night's work. This sake is not cheap. That's cool though, right? Gotta show my appreciation, don't I?
Oh, there's no need for that.
Well, on to the moment of truth. Your bonus. 1 million yen. Quite a stack of cash for an office worker. Yeah.
It's a big pile of money for anyone.
Oh, even for lawyers? SHERLOCK-sensei?
I'm not sure I follow.
This lady lawyer came poking around before. Except she was trying to find out about Kauai at the time.
You see, when it comes to Kamurocho, we have eyes everywhere. Anybody suspicious gets reported to us fast. Most of the eyes working for me or SOMA are spies in the police force. And now, we've got a law lady in the bag. So, what do you want with me? Who sent you here, huh?
Well, this took a turn for the worse, didn't it?
You're only just noticing that. Kinda slow for a lawyer, aren't you?
Oh, I didn't mean for me. It just got worse. For you.
What the?
Man, you were harder to find than I thought, Akatsu.
I'm not letting you go this time.
So it was you pulling Saori-chan's strings.
Hell of a sight. Some piece of shit ex-Tojo man thinks he's king of the hill now?
Don't make me laugh. You're the worthless pile of shit, Higashi. Props for having the spine to show up here without backup. And after you barely escaped with your life, Yagami.
Hold that thought. This isn't the whole party.
Huh?
The only guy I really want to fuck up is SOMA. But I guess I'll have
Oh
to
my
settle you
God.
tonight.
Kaito. Couldn't just stay dead, huh?
Nice work, Saori-san. We'll take it from here, but did you ring the gong for us?
What?
Nothing kicks off a fight better than a beauty ringing a gong.
Yeah. Give us something to get the mood going.
Okay. Well then. Gentlemen, do your worst!
Get ready.
Let's go! Hell yeah!
What the hell was that?
Here we
We counter! Get off me! Stop it. Double headlock. Yeah. Assist! He ate that. A double choke slam? Yeah, I'm not playing no more games. Ooh. Ooh. Kamaru. Getting mushed by a dog is wild. Oh, I'm in the wrong. Back up. Bang. Oh my god. Why wasn't I able to block that? He has a, oh, you dummy. To the jaws of death. Stop it. The angle of justice. No, where's that motherfucker? Caught his ass. You. It's this, yeah, you right here. Nah, you gotta go down. What the hell? Get off me! I ain't even turned up yet. Oh, what the f is that? Did I get him? I got him this time. Sneaky little bastard. Alright, let's turn. Oh, don't be scared now. Got your ass. Double dynamic entry. Goofy. I couldn't block that. Yo, what the hell? Dodge. He stopped that. Tried it. God, that's good Fanta. Gee. The adjustments. You're still Alright, so before this, let's clean this up. Get off. The double is crazy. Stop it. Okay. So okay, Kaito. You're not a whore no more. Goofy. Beat his ass. Now that's a way to end a fight. Yo, he better not get away again.
You can't run anymore, Akatsu. Can we talk now?
Fuck talking. Break his leg.
Where's Soma? Where's he hiding?
I don't know. He moves around more than I do.
Really? He really just another one of his pawns? Just gonna cover for him and obey his every word?
Soma can tell when someone's lying. He's always been able to. I won't be able to get away with bullshitting him. Friend or foe, if he finds a traitor, he stomps the rat dead. He can sniff out the faintest scent of betrayal. That's why I've always told him the truth. No point trying to BS him. In this business, nothing beats the ability to detect liars.
You serious right now? You're buying into some bullshit rumors, dumbass.
You just don't fucking get it, man. He can practically see the future. He was the first to bail from the Tojo clan. Usually, you need a shit ton of money to leave a clan if you don't want to be killed. That's what it's like to be a Yakuza.
Huh. Remember who you're talking to, asshole.
But Soma, he somehow knew there was no future for the Tojo, so he jumped ship. With no money and Not even a word to the bosses. Just up and left.
There's no way he could get away with that.
That's what I thought. I said the same thing to him when he was leaving. I warned him. They'll fucking erase you. The bastard just laughed. He said the clan was finished. No way could they kill him. Then he had the balls to give me advice. Said I should get out too and not worry about it.
What did he mean by that?
By that point, the Tojo clan didn't have the resources to properly deal with defectors. Soma understood that. And sure enough, he left without a word, and nobody ever tried to fuck with him.
It's true. Soma was the first guy to slip out. No doubt the dude knew what was up.
While the Tojo clan was limping to its grave, Soma went underground and built the arcade network all by himself.
And that's how you became his errand boy.
What do you expect? I can't control Soma. I'm just the public face of RK. He holds the reins. I've been cool with that ever since I joined.
At least you're enough of a man to admit what you are.
Akutsu, Soma's being used by public security. Did you know that?
Public security?
Why was Soma looking for Shinya Kawai and Kamurocho?
I don't know. All I heard was somebody hired him to do that.
Why is he after Kawana? How are Soma and public security linked? Give me something. Doesn't it at least ring a bell?
I don't know, man. The fuck you mean ring a bell? I don't know shit.
Wait. Nah. But maybe.
What is it?
Doc, is it possible that Soma himself is public security?
Soma working in public security? What do you mean?
Well, public security trains people to become spies, so they can infiltrate and collect intel. Right wing, left wing, anti-establishment citizens groups. You get the picture. They usually try to find a weak spot in the org, someone they can turn to their side. So yeah, that's one way to do it. But sometimes a cop who's already in public security goes undercover to infiltrate something like a Yakuza organization. What you get is a Yakuza who knows everything about the police and would be super good at sniffing out liars.
You're saying Soma is actually an undercover agent?
You heard what this fool said. Soma figured out the Tojo clan didn't have a future, so he ditched them. You think some street punk's got that kind of foresight? He couldn't, unless he had intel from the law. That'd be a different beast. He'd have to know the Tojo clan and Kamurocho like the back of his hand.
Including knowing that the Tojo clan would dissolve soon.
Yep. And then after he gets out, what does he do next? He makes a place for all the Yakuza coming out of the Tojo clan to find each other, right? Where public security can easily monitor them. That's why RK is still coming to ex-Tojo clan Yakuza like me.
In other words, RK was founded by public security to manage all the displaced Yakuza?
Sure as hell sounds like their MO. No matter how many crime rings they bring down, another always pops up in its place. This way, public security doesn't have to start from scratch. They can just keep tabs on all the free agents.
But it's mind-blowing that they'd install their own leader.
Sure as hell sounds like collusion to me.
Soma? An undercover public security agent? Shit. We gotta move! Cut the fucking chit-chat!
Why?
He's gotta be fucking listening in on us right now! If he's public security and heard all that...
Get your shit together, Akutsu.
Oh, they came in with the burners!
Don't you get it? There's no way he'd want anyone else to fucking know! Stop shooting!
Killed him and got the fuck up out of there. That's a trash way to kill him off, bro. I wanted to do it.
found us.
You don't want the protagonist killing anybody, especially when a game's centered around everybody else murdering. So you just have him coincidentally get shot by corrupt cops. When you've been trying to beat this nigga up the whole fucking time. He was gonna chainsaw your hands off and your limbs at one point. You deserve to kill a person or two.
To return justice to the courtroom, Yagami makes a series of bold moves. However, Bondo, the man behind public security, makes a power play of his own, and the murderous Soma is still at large. Soma is believed to be a plant from public security. But that knowledge comes at a fatal price.
That didn't even like curb my aggression I had towards Akutsu.
So the two shooters were dressed as policemen?
Yes, they're the ones who shot Akutsu.
They couldn't have been real officers, though, right?
Yeah. I'm guessing Soma gave uniforms to two of his own guys. Regardless of their affiliation, they were there on Soma's orders. Kaito-san's theory is that he's actually a public security agent.
Get this, talk. In America, they call people who go undercover moles.
Moles, huh?
If this really was public security, I can't believe they'd go so far as murder.
Soma probably thinks he's backed into a corner. Word got out he's been a plant since his Tojo days. Not even being the head honcho will save him. He'd be nothing but a rat. And RK's got plenty of ex-Tojo in it who'd want his head for that.
I hadn't considered that.
Those fake cops tried to take us out too. They'll silence anyone who gets in the way.
Hey, you think your office could post some officers' agendas? At least for tonight.
Sure, I can get that arranged.
Shouldn't you guys have protection too, though?
I appreciate the concern. But Kaito-san and Higashi are ex-Yakuza. Not exactly a good mix, you know?
Yeah. Not happening.
You said it. Thanks, but no thanks.
Soma's probably gonna head even deeper underground after all this. But if we can track him down, we'll get the dirt on public security we need. Then we can do right by SAWA-SENSEI, and even bring Koana and Reiko Kusamoto to justice.
Alright, we get it. Let's walk Saori-san back to her office first, though. We'll save the rest for tomorrow.
Good idea. Don't worry, Saori-san. You should be safe from here on.
Ah, what gives, sorry? You change up your look and the guys line up to protect you?
Maybe you should put some effort into it once in a while yourself.
Damn!
Are you telling me this isn't effort?
You went from looking like a bug the whole freaking game to 2 instances where you look like freaking Chun-Li and now you talking shit. Please don't tell me walk Saori back to the office. Wow, so now it's me, Kaito, and Saori. where is this convenience store on the map? Oh my god. Oh, it's literally right next to Gindala. Okay, so that's convenient. Because this, I can get mine. I'll just take 10 of these. Random shit. Damn, I should have. Okay, I have 10 of those. Ba dun 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 dun. There's no point in picking anything up but the hoverboard. I need to go to the pawn shop soon. And then I need to go buy empty vessels, because I can make a lot of this shit. Like Guardian Spirit. A mysterious extract that creates a ball of light to enhance attack and defense as it flies around. And I can make this 10 times. I still can't find garlic, and I need 3 just for that. You can make this at least twice. I can make this twice, but 59. Wow. Bum bum bum. Let's go. Defang. Sounds crazy. The Slithering Snake volumes. Showa Dual Records Wind. Gun repot seat. Let's just go. Increases maximum health. Health bar like crazy. My fault, shiny. Please get out the way, shorty.
Hey. Heard it was a rough night. You alright?
When I heard Akatsu was shot, I just froze. All I could think was, what if something happened to Saori-san?
Couldn't spare a thought for us?
Right.
Well, we're glad everyone's safe.
Yeah, but Soma got the jump on us. He's a bigger threat than we thought.
What do you mean by that?
We think he's working undercover for public security.
Undercover?
It's a new development. I'm sure it puts a damper on Genda-sensei and Hoshino-kun's big night out.
Huh? Well, I only showed up because Hoshino-kun talked me into it.
You said you wanted to see what it was like in there, too!
Did I really? I don't recall that.
Incredible. If you'll excuse me, I'm going to go change.
To put it lightly, looks like you guys are in for the cold shoulder for a while.
Interesting. If what you say is true, a public security agent is scooping up thugs into RK.
Yeah, and his name's Kazuki Soma. We haven't confirmed it yet. But if he really is an undercover agent, then everything starts to make sense. Public security gets to use RK as their pawns, who feed them intel from the streets.
All those scumbags are just working for public security without even knowing it.
But that setup is exactly what let Soma and RK grow so successful in the first place. For example, I'm sure the guys who killed Akutsu are RK, but they were definitely decked out in real police gear. Soma's role in public security would make getting that gear easy.
If that's true, we can't trust anyone in uniform now. Should we be concerned about the police downstairs?
Don't worry. They're here thanks to Mafia.
All things considered, can't the police do anything about Soma?
Well,
if they could, they would.
There's no one by that name on record, so that's a dead end.
They must have wiped him from their files already.
Soma had to have been in the Tojo clan for 10 years minimum. He and Akutsu were both in the Nikkyo Consortium. Higashi knows more about that stuff than me, though.
Okay, we'll ask him about it tomorrow then.
Sounds good.
Alright, we need to go back to... Superhero Land. Y'all didn't even see nothing. No neck having ass.
Really, guys?
They just bypassed me. They ain't want to swim. Oh, y'all turned around. Say less. And then One of you shot me. Which one of you, was it you? Wow. The fact that I could dodge that highly pissed me off. What is that, Joe? Fuck out of here. What a waste. Wow. Dun, 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 dun. Jeez. Let's head to Charles. It's time to ask Higashi about Soma Toja clan days. Why do we even care? Just knowing about his old days is not gonna help us find him any faster. Shorty. Come on, dude. Mobility on this thing is terrible.
Let's go!
Oh my gosh. Who the f- Damn, I didn't. I had. What? I'm pressing the freaking button. It's killing me right now. Die! What a waste. What? The fact that I can't dodge is crazy. And I'm bleeding. Why would you pick that up?
Really, guys?
Adult goods shop. Oh. Moshi Moshi.
Hello?
Yagamishi, this is Tsukumo. We have a problem. The Yokohama Liumang were attacked this morning.
Crazy.
What? Attacked by who?
RK. They've been boosting their numbers in Ijinsho. They're probably hunting Kawana. Fortunately, he seems to have escaped them. But he's gone completely off the grid again.
How bad was it for the Liuma?
Several are wounded, according to Tesso-san.
Did any of them see Soma during the attack?
I haven't heard for certain. All I know is that it was total chaos.
I see. Okay.
What's the plan, Yagamishi?
I'm gonna dig into Soma's past. I feel like there's something there. Could you keep trying Kawana?
Your wish is my command. See you.
It wouldn't happen to me though.
What's up, Doc? Sorry, folks. My shift's starting. One of you take over.
Oh, I'll do it, Kaito!
Great. Don't forget to block. Got it?
I won't.
Oh, man. You're a rock star to these kids.
Crazy, right? You should see Higashi with them, though.
Really?
Higashi-san, Yagami-sensei is here for you.
Lose that sensei shit, you idiot. No honorifics for assholes.
In that case, that Yagami asshole is here for you.
Talk about a demotion.
That's crazy. You knew what was up when you said sensei.
Right. Well, I do know a thing or two about Soma's Tojo clan days. He swore under the Nikkyo Consortium, direct family.
The Nikkyo Consortium was a pretty big deal. Even if they did bite the dust with the main family.
Right. Among them, Soma and Akutsu were both looking like officer candidates. Apparently, the Nikkyo's role in the family was to handle off-the-record dirty work. No matter how much they raked in, the higher-ups took their cut and left a mess. Those two got hung out to dry, basically. Nevertheless, they sucked it up and hoped they'd be the ones on top someday. But, as you know, the Tojo clan got hit hard, disbanding before they ever even got their shot. They devoted years to the family, all to get nothing in return.
I'd be willing to buy that for Akutsu. But if Kaito-san is right, Soma was working the Tojo clan from the inside for public security. That's how he knew sooner than anyone else that the Tojo was on the way out. Being undercover, he could see the writing on the wall and plan accordingly. That's why he founded the criminal network RK, so he could gather up and monitor all the ex-Yakuza at once.
Okay, now that you mention it, RK has been dipping into the shady side of Kamurocho. They're strong-arming anyone who acts without their blessing first. You want to do shady shit? You need an RK permit these days.
Yeah, that's why the Soma's an undercover agent theory makes sense to me. If we find a concrete link between him and public security, then we'll know for sure.
Why do they do this?
Higashi, who might have known Soma back then? Someone with authority, who'd know how he joined the Tojo clan.
Well, let's see. Would the Nikyo president work?
President? Not patriarch?
Same shit. His name's Irie. But whatever kind of boss he was then, now he's just another champion district drunk.
I have some questions for him. Once I have the link between Soma and public security, it'll all fall into place.
I don't know, man. You want to meet him, knock yourself out? He spends his days at a joint called Earth Angel.
Gotcha.
Earth
I'll come with you, Tom.
Earth Angel.
Let's roll, Talk.
All right. Oh, you got caught slipping. You by yourself? What's up, little nigga?
Great.
Bitch. The fact that you couldn't dodge that two-piece is wild. Scoliosis punch.
Really, guys?
What is
Where am I supposed to go? This way. Guys, stop it, guys. Don't touch it. Whoa.
Let's hit it.
My fault, Doji. What's my health look like? Okay, we decent. What's my points? 34. Try to rack up enough till I get to 80. See that blade, Goofy? Wow. Fucking KAITO's pushing me from behind. Oh my god. Get that gun out of here.
And stay down.
Let me be able to use guns, man.
Let's roll, Talk.
Y'all are in my way. Up. Oh, not the head guy with the... Yo, come on! My stun doesn't work? I mean, my stun ability doesn't work. Space Jam juice. That is a terrible way to go down, my guy. Oh. Stop it. Fool. Made you look. Boy. That'd ended you. That'd ended you.
Really, guys?
What is it?
I'm using the wrong shit. What's my points at like now? 38. We gotta go this way anyway. Boom, 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 Look at it. Try to sneak up on my man. Jeez.
What a waste.
We're going in this direction. I guess it might be easy to cut through here. A random ass pub in the middle
Here
of
we are.
bumfucked Egypt.
Former head of the Nikyo's local haunt.
He just gets plastered here all day? Damn, lucky son of a bitch. President Irie.
Uh-huh.
My name is Kaito. I used to be in the Matsugane family.
Matsugane? Ah, one of his boys, huh?
You knew my boss?
He was your classic old school Yakuza. He had duty, dignity, but he couldn't earn. Yeah, maybe he was the lucky one, dying before he became whatever I am now.
Would you mind if we asked you a few questions? This is my partner, Yagami. He's a civvy, but he was like family to the boss.
It's a pleasure.
So, what do you want to ask?
Could you tell us about Kazuki Soma? You might know him as head of RK now.
Huh. Soma, huh? Joined the family when he was just a little sprat. Here he's quite the big shot now.
Let me buy you a drink. Mind if I join you here?
Our lieutenant scouted out Soma back in the day. He'd heard some kid was flushing his money away in one of our casinos. Turned out the kid was sweet-talking ladies into handing him their money.
Yeah. Sounds like a model Yakuza candidate.
You mean Kamurocho's old underground casino?
Yeah, that was one of ours. Cops would keep shutting him down, and we'd keep building more.
What made you ask Soma to join the family? Was he the one who initially approached you?
I think so. He was pretty attached to that lieutenant I mentioned before. Soma had no problem following orders, but he had a natural authority to him, too. Makes for a damn good Yakuza. Of course, a violent streak is the other half of the equation.
Say, before he joined up, how much digging did you really do on Soma?
What's that supposed to mean?
You checked his background and everything, right?
Well, I'm sure we did our homework. It's not like that was my responsibility.
Irie-san, there's a chance Soma was working for public security the whole time.
What did you say?
Considering he may have been undercover from the start, does anything strike you as strange now? Maybe some suspicious behavior or contacts with people you didn't know?
No, I have no idea. The thought never even crossed my mind. He took some really risky gigs. You didn't hear this from me, but he even took at least one hit job.
A hit job?
Some time back, there was this punk who ratted us out to the cops. And the higher-ups ordered Soma to kidnap the guy and bury him in the mountains. He handled it so well, people were kind of creeped out. Like, it wasn't his first time. At least, I remember Akutsu telling me that. I heard he got killed last night.
Word travels fast.
Who'd you hear it from?
Oh, darkness runs deep in this city. Never assume you're the only ones in the know.
Akutsu just realized last night that Soma is an undercover public security agent. That's why he was silenced.
Sure, but what's it matter? At this point, I don't give a shit if Soma's undercover. The family's dead and gone now.
What happened to everyone else after you shut down the consortium?
Half of them went legit. Some of them went and joined the 6th chairman for his new deal. I guess the rest crawled back underground. The Greener family boys all got invited to RK.
So it's none of your concern that your former family is being manipulated by public security?
Those guys don't even come to see me during bone season or New Year's. They're just spoiled brats now. An arrogant group of thugs. Family my ass. All this talk's making my drink taste like shit.
I guess the young ones nowadays are pretty wrapped up in themselves. To be fair, though, I don't know anybody who'd want to waste their time with a gloomy drunk. How about we grab a bite together when you sober up? 'Cause if this is really the fate of the Tojo clan's patriarchs, no way those of us who work to make it big are gonna live it down.
Sorry for that. In Kaito-san's old life, becoming a direct family was their biggest dream. When he looks at you, he sees what Matsugane-san might have been if things had been different. Anyway, thank you very much for your time.
Hey, you know the Misawa building on North Senryo Avenue? It's got a gambling den with a decent Chohan setup.
Gambling den? Yeah, I've actually been there before. What about it?
It's run by this group originally from Roppongi. Now RK is saying they're owed a piece of the pie.
RK really is putting the pressure on the Kamurocho Underground, huh?
Yeah, but the Roppongi crew won't pay up. So I hear RK is gonna come down hard on their place tonight. They want to make an example out of them. Put some guys in the hospital. Maybe even the morgue.
Wait, are you saying Soma might be there tonight?
Who knows? The ones running tonight's show are ex-Tojo. Top dogs of RK showing the newbies how it's done.
Who'd you hear this from?
What did I say before? Don't assume you guys are the only ones who know everything.
I appreciate the lesson.
You keep asking these dumbass questions like niggas is gonna tell you.
RK is raiding a gambling den tonight. Apparently,
so someone there is gonna have some answers. All right.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. And it just so happened to be right around the fucking corner.
Doc, we might be right on time.
Yeah.
Yagami! Aniki! What the hell's going on?
It's RK. They've got ex-Tojo members running a raid here.
Why?
Supposedly, the out-of-towners running it won't pay RK off.
It's a surprising amount of contact.
Right. Oh.
Let's roll then.
I'll just let myself in.
Stop! We're just customers! Shut the fuck up, you little shit!
Hey, got a minute?
There's still more of you?
I know that face. Dude was famous in the Tojo clan for being a maniac.
There's more like him in here too?
Is Soma here with you? Tell me where he is.
Enough with your mouth! Come on.
Akamaru, get him! How the... Like, yo, like, that is crazy. I spent all the SP points to unlock that people were using blunt weapons right before they attacked me. I can press triangle to freaking take the blunt weapon and hit him with a counterattack.
No telling where Soma or his arcade goons are at.
Oh
Gotta
my
keep our eyes
gosh. Let me carry a weapon, yo. I'm tired of this.
It's too damn dark to see what's around here.
Yeah, but there's no way this is a dead end. Should be a way to get the lights on, right? Let's start looking.
Please shut up.
What the?
The freaking light switch?
Oh, that's more
Suspicious. Suspicious.
Oh, what have we here?
interesting. Yo, just gotta figure out the...
We might find clues.
Let's roll then.
The hell? You're not about to go gung-ho and punch in random numbers, are you?
Never know to...
there's a safe in here.
Hey, got a minute?
Please just leave me alone.
I will, don't worry.
0508. Or wait, was it 8010?
Come on, get a grip. Well,
either 0508 or 8010, huh?
0508 or 8010. Okay. That's why they gave me 2 passcodes. 0508 8010 to crush a dragon. Which one was it? This one? Dragon's Crushing Fist. A strike delivered in tandem with your enemy's attacks, said to have the power to slay dragons, has a chance to leave your enemies in agony. When an enemy melee attacks, hold R1 and press triangle. I kinda like that. I'm not gonna hold you. I think the other one is 0508.
Yeah.
Nice.
Shit. Why am I not going up the stairs?
Gotta be a way upstairs somewhere around here. I'm gonna go look. You two wait here, okay?
Yeah.
And of course I can't go back inside. Oh my god. Okay, I already boosted up my grip strength to level 2. I don't think I need any extra after that. Go through the window! shit. I wasn't supposed to drop. Bum, 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 bum. Not you stepping on the window.
The hell? I thought we took them all out! Crap. You better get ready! Let's go!
Interesting. Got weaves. Okay. Ooh. I don't care how mad you get, you gonna take that L, boy.
Doc, how's it looking?
Hey, just made it to the rooftop and dealt with RK. You guys are gonna have a hell of a time trying to climb up here. Let me look.
Cool. Then we'll wait here a bit longer.
Should I pull everyone up with this?
Okay.
I would say I would not even attempt to pull them up and get caught in a situation where I get stabbed by SOMA. Nah.
Phew. That kicked my ass.
Yagami, how the hell did you get all the way up here with your bare hands?
'Cause I'm a beast.
Hey, you hear that? More of those guys might be hiding around here. And when we find them, we kill them. Yeah, got it.
No, none of them decided to turn around.
Taking him down?
Yeah.
Whoa, whoa, hang on. That guy in front of the stairs might call for backup. And if that happens, Soma might slip away. I'm gonna have to go stealth on these guys.
Go do your thing. We'll jump in if shit hits the
Right,
Let me move. God damn. Of course, arrows pointing this way, meaning I have to go this way. I knew I was gonna have to hop this fucking thing. Go to sleep, goofball. Go to sleep, goofball.
That's a good boy.
I would. That looked like dumb to try to go the long way. I gotta do something about him if we want to get to the building next door.
Kind of.
What you need, Tough?
I'm almost there, but can you try to lure him away some?
Leave it to me.
Appreciate it.
What the fuck?
The hell, are there cats fighting? What are they screaming for?
Well, Tough?
Yeah, that was impressive stuff.
Why'd you grunt like that?
Better be careful here.
Why is it? What the f? Oh shit.
Lala.
I should have just left him.
Take a nap, bud.
I can't take him down? Oh, this is wild. Now I'm stuck here.
Too close.
What? Come on, bruh. These low-level grunts can one-hit KO me, but me fighting the top brass multiple times to like the death
The hell, are there
is
cats
impossible.
fighting? What are they screaming?
Well, Tough?
Come on, hop the.
All right, let's go.
Oh my gosh.
Wall. Take a nap, bud.
It's crazy how people are freaking. I can't hit them with a takedown. That makes absolutely no fucking sense.
Nanda.
Now I can hit it with a take. This is so stupid.
That's a good boy.
Made it through
Hell
some.
yeah. It's a tough.
Let's roll then.
Nobody's guarding the outside or the elevator. We could have just took the fucking elevator. Yeah, And there's a save spot. Yeah. We're gonna save it here and call it a day, cause your boy is hungry. And after I get something to eat and knock out some stuff, I'll be back. So I'll catch y'all right after this.